Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, I need a kitten.
You can take one? Great. That's just wonderful. There, take the one sleeping in that basket. She's a nice cat.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you've got a kitten, haven't you? Show me, please. Oh, she's so soft. Can I really have her?
I promised, didn't I? Make sure you give her lots of love.
Hooray! Thank you. So, what brings you here today?
Is there something around here called a sea hare antidote?
What? What's the matter? Why do you need something like that?
Well,
It's here on the shelf. Help yourself. I won't tell Father.
thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a time travel device. I've always wanted to make one of those myself.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey, look, it's a poster for that new movie.
What's it about?
I never get this guy's movies.
Who watches this kind of stuff anyway?
The Meditating Man. Okay, this sounds pretty dull.
Don't give up, Ike. It's dangerous to be alone. Do something, or else you'll never break this spell.
Hey, look, it's a poster for that new movie.
What's it about?
Failed again. It's happened!
Whoops.
You've come!
Huh?
You've answered my call, didn't you?
No, of course not. What are you talking about?
No, wait!
What do you want from me?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Oleg, and I am a filmmaker. Just a novice at this point, but anyway, ever since I saw you a year ago, I've been meditating every chance I can get, channeling all my energy towards seeing you again. And finally, you answered. To think I had such power. I will never forget this moment. Maybe I should base a movie on this. But what kind of film should it be? A bold and moving drama about a man with miraculous powers? Or a science fiction blockbuster featuring a psychokinetic hero? I see that you're the type of man who prefers not to betray his excitement. But let me ask you something. If you were making a film, what kind of movie would it be? Ha! That's a pretty good angle. But what about the motivation for his temporal wanderings? Cause of death, huh? It needs something else. Any ideas? Oh, wow. I'm impressed. You really got me. Look, please, don't tell anyone about this project. Once I'm a little higher on the food chain, I can film this. But it needs something more. A soul, if you will. Well, that'll come later. Watch for it in the theaters, though, all right?
Okay.
You're not happy? I am. Really, I am. Very sincerely. I don't want to call this a token of that feeling, but here, please accept this as a gift in the name of this encounter.
You sure? It looks like an antique.
Oh, that's all right. It looks old, but it's just a replica. My family has the arts and crafts gene, so to speak. We like to make things. And this is the kind of thing my father likes to make. So there are old-fashioned cameras and pocket watches all over his house. And what I like to do is give them to friends.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you. I consider you one of my greatest benefactors, you know. Just talking to you like this gives me something immeasurably valuable.
Really? It does?
Yes, it does. Absolutely. By the way, how does one acquire the power to do what you do? Please, share some of your powers with me.
You can't ask me to do that. I mean, I can't. Try to forget about all of this, please. Goodbye.
No, wait, you can't just go.
look, it's a poster for that new movie.
What's it about?
A man with the power to defy time itself uncovers the truth behind a grisly serial murder.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff.
Hey, what's cool?
Oh, this director. I am such a great fan of his.
Oh my god, you too? That is so totally amazing.
All right, I've got a good feeling about this one, too. Another major hit, no doubt about that. Really. Hey, watch what you're doing.
Hello?
Hi there. I'm sorry, but something's come up and I need that book back. If you could bring it over, I'll be waiting at the library tower.
I'm locked in. Mr. Eckert, are you there?
Oh dear. But this may be the chance we've been looking for. This attack takes place indoors, which means that the killer is in there with you. If you can somehow fool the killer, you may be able to catch him. Can't you do something to make sure you don't fall off without alerting the killer to that fact? You've got a bit of time. Good luck.
It's locked. I don't really want to think about it, but can the person who's trying to kill me be Mr. Eckert? Is it? Is that possible? And why would he... Isn't there any way to get in without Mr. Eckert knowing? This is an old lock. Maybe I can get a hold of the key.
All right. Hold still, please.
Uh-oh. I'm going to run into myself. I might as well turn back. There's nothing this way. The tower key. Here's a duplicate. It should be okay for me to take one. Uh-oh. I'm going to run into myself. since I'm going to be shoved off here, I can tie one end of a rope to this railing and grab the other end tomorrow before I get pushed off. That way, I shouldn't fall. I hope it works.
You're sure about that? She's alive. All right. Yes, he did say he was coming over tomorrow to look at paintings, for sure. Yes, I know. I won't tell anyone.
Who's he talking to?
Oh dear, did your rope break? What did you expect from an old rope? Did you actually think a rotted rope could hold your weight? Silly.
Since I'm going to be shoved off here, I can tie one end of a rope to this railing and grab the other end tomorrow before I get pushed off. That way, I shouldn't fall. I hope it works.
You're sure? Oh, is it over? It's got to be cleaned up. Hi.
Mr. Eckert, you...
A girl's comb. This belongs to you?
Mr. Eckert...
I asked you whether this was yours.
Yes, someone gave it to me. But we need to...
Here. And is this person important to you?
Well, you might say that.
I see.
Mr. Eckert, there's something I need to ask you.
I'm sorry. Truly, truly sorry. Blackmail. Our daughter went missing 20 years ago. It was Dana's return for your...
So were you the one that stabbed me too?
No, I don't know anything about that. You may not believe me, but that's the truth.
What? So there's someone else trying to kill me too? Then who were you talking to on the phone?
I honestly don't know. It sounded like a young man. He said he'd call again once you were dead. Don't worry, after all, I told you all this, didn't I? I won't make any more attempts on your life, and I plan to give myself up to the police. Forgiveness I can't ask for, but I am sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm still alive, and besides, it's the fault of whoever is really behind this. Please don't blame yourself too much, Mr. Eckert.
That comb, it made me realize something. There are people in your life who care about you. Such an obvious fact, really. No one is alone, and for every death there's hell to pay for everyone around them. Sometimes it isn't just memories that are left behind. It's pain and sorrow. I should know better than anyone else. After everything I went through all those years ago, I still... I am so very sorry.
It's all right, really.
You see, 20 years ago, on the day that our little girl went missing, there was a man on the scene, and he looked exactly like you.
Oh, but...
I know it wasn't you. It was almost 20 years ago. It's just plain impossible. But this man was there that day, and he fled the scene. There were no other suspects, and in the end, the police thought this guy had gotten away with it. You can imagine how surprised I was when I first saw you here. I even thought that maybe you were that man's son.
My parents...
Yes, you told me some time ago you didn't remember them at all.
No.
Even if he was your father, it makes no sense for you to be burdened with his sins. I knew that... God knows I thought about all this enough times, but I have to admit that I could never quite reconcile the facts and my feelings. I am sorry, Ike.
It's all right, Mr. Eckert. Really. Anyway, I should get going.
Already?
I have to find out who's doing this.
Yes, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I'll do everything in my power.
I don't remember seeing this picture before. The stone and the girl. Dana? Oh, yeah. I should ask about that picture. Dana?
You're from that... Ike?
I was worried about where you were.
Yes, I was pretty shook up too, when I got separated from you.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm really sorry you got mixed up in all this.
I was scared to death, though. It was pitch dark, too. But it only took me a bit to figure out that it was the same place, and I started thinking that maybe it was just a different time. The buildings and the streets are almost exactly the same, so...
Wow, you thought of all that and didn't freak out? Well, I would have for sure.
Well, it took a while to get used to. Things only fell into place lately. I looked for you for a long time, you know.
I'm sorry. I looked for you too, but I didn't have any luck.
Well, no use worrying about what's done. It's been 4 years after all.
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess it would be. You do look more, well, I don't know, mature, come to think of it.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing really.
A night watchman helped me that first day. And since then, I've done a lot of different things. I even worked in a mill for a while. But now, I'm a chambermaid at the Squire's Manor House. I feel so content these days. I feel like I should be thanking you.
Why are you modeling for a picture?
The Squire's a patron of this painter, and that's how I met him originally. He said he really wanted to use me as a model, and I just couldn't say no.
I see.
The Squire's daughter was supposed to model, really, but she didn't want to do it, so I ended up taking her place.
So the girl in the picture is you.
Oh, I don't even start posing till tomorrow. I just came over today to work out the schedule and all that stuff.
But the picture will eventually be painted.
Hey, why did you come here today? Are you here to take me back? You know how to, don't you?
Sure. Do you want to? Go back to our own time with me?
I did, you know. Of course I wanted to, but not anymore.
Not anymore?
It's okay. I have no one there. No parents, no family. So I'll be okay here. No one will worry about me. No one expected anything of me back there. No one was watching, no matter how hard I worked. So there really is nothing for me there.
I'm the same way. No family at all. But
that time and place is still your home, right? It's where you want to be.
yeah, that's how I feel.
Oh, remember this? It's the red stone from that day.
That stone's a look. Do you mind if I ask you to give that to me?
Of course, you can have it. If it weren't for this stone, I would have never met you. Neville would have ended up right here now, talking to you like this. I've always thought that there was something very important about this stone. That's the reason I thought about having it included in my portrait. But that's okay. After all, I got to see you again. Here you go. What was that?
This must be important.
No. No, you just can't spring something like that on me.
But if you stay here, it's going to affect the timeline.
What? What kind of a... You're saying I should go back for the timeline?
I didn't mean... Look,
So, I'm supposed to abandon my life here for the sake of your timeline? You left me here for 4 years, remember? And now we're both going to pretend like those 4 years didn't exist? That really sucks, Ike.
Dana...
Sorry. I'm sorry I lost it, but it's just not possible. I can't just erase 4 years worth of good memories from my mind. Even if I were to go back, I would always be thinking of my life here. I'd have to. I know that. Being asked to go back, that's just so...
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I'm really sorry.
Why couldn't you have shown up right after I got here? Then I could have gone back.
I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. But, are you really ready to spend your whole life here?
Please, let me think about it for a while. It's too big a decision.
Okay. I'll leave you alone. I'll be back later. Could you think about it till then? I know it's heavy stuff.
All right. Later then. Oh, wait, hold on. My boss? You know, the one at the cafe I used to work at? If you see him, could you say hello? And tell him I'm sorry that I just disappeared on him like that. And tell him that he should deduct the shift from my paycheck.
I don't think that's necessary.
You don't? But I was supposed to open up the shop the next day. I wonder if everything turned out okay. I can't believe I'm so worried about this at this point.
Don't worry about that. It's only been about half a day since I met you, you know.
Huh? What does that mean?
Well, actually, it's... forget it. I'll just give him the message.
Really? So that's okay then?
Yeah.
Phew. That's one thing I don't have to stress over anymore.
Well, take care of yourself. I'll see you later.
Thanks. You too.